All right, welcome back. It is time to play our weekly game called What's It Worth? We ask antiques expert Dr. Lori the value of 3 items chosen from the PTL mailbox.
And this is the title game for our bracket challenge. Last week we saw a pair of sneakers fetch a price of $500.
Whoa.
They were pretty cool. So we're wondering, will that be the top valued item of the month, or does Dr. Lori have a Cinderella story on tap for today? We're saying hello to Dr. Lori now. How are you?
Hello, how are you?
We are great.
Excellent.
And we're excited for our first item here.
Yes.
We're wondering if there's going to be an upset.
We've had a lot of fun playing. Thank you all for playing along. Pick those photos of your items coming in. Let's start with number 1. Okay, here we go. So first item up for grabs is a Victorian carved wood rocking horse. It's from the early 20th century, so it dates from about 1900. It's handmade by an amateur, and well, I call them an amateur. It's not one of the pieces that are produced by companies like the Philadelphia Toboggan Company or any of the big carousel and rocking horse manufacturers. So this was handmade. It's really quite beautiful. It looks like it's in very good shape. A little bit of loss to some of the pigment over time, but that happens if you're 100 years old, you know?
Right.
So
yeah.
there you go. What do you think? Jim sent it in.
Now, was this when it was originally made, was it made to be a toy? Like, was it for children to play on, or was it always a decorative piece?
No, I believe it was made to be a toy for children to play on, and you can see that it's been loved some, and the person who actually made it probably was a very good woodworker, and then did some of the details as well, adding the saddle, for example, and the stirrups.
I do think it's impressive, and we should say it was sent in by Jim.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know. What did you say?
I said $70.
I said $250.
Very good. $550. Heather's got it. Rocco could fit on it.
No kidding, $550.
So it's already above the sneakers.
Oh my
so
God.
Rocking
Yeah,
horse.
that's right.
blown
Already
away
above
by
the sneakers,
that.
That's right.
Okay.
All right,
Chuck
next
Taylor, you're
up,
out.
we have an alphabet sampler set in by Mary Lynn.
Alphabet samplers were basically very popular in the 18th and 19th. This is an 1829, 19th century sampler, and they would actually teach young women and girls to do their alphabet in embroidery so they could prepare their textiles for when they get married, because they would like to embroider their monograms. Flowers, roosters, pictorial elements increase value for samplers like this. This one's dated and also signed by the maker. It's in a typical traditional 19th century frame as well, and it's a very nice example, and it measures about 8.5 by about 12.
Ooh.
You know what? I'm trying to read Dr. Lori because I feel like she's being kind of nonchalant about it, but I'm thinking all of these items are big, big items.
When you've seen as many items as I've seen, you could be nonchalant. I don't want to give it away, you know, so.
All right, I'm going much bigger this time. All right, go ahead, Heather.
I just said 600 just because I want to see if it beats the last one.
Okay,
I
Heather.
didn't go that high. I went 400 on this.
It's worth $1,200.
No kidding! Oh my gosh! All right,
One more.
This is just incredible.
more.
All right, one more. All right, what is it? It's Disney China.
It is actually a Mickey Mouse, Walt Disney and Mickey Mouse clock.
Okay.
It is made in China. It's from the Disneyland Resort from the late 1900s. It's a good example of Disney collectibles. And remember, all things Disney usually have a pretty high price tag.
When you say late 1900s, I mean, it would have, it was much more modern than when Disneyland opened. Like, this is not all the way back to then, right?
Disneyland opened in 1953.
Okay.
Disney World opened in the 70s. This piece dates between 1975 and 1995.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm so blown away. Like, all the figures have been so high today. Okay. Krista's telling me, just guess, David. Come on, guess.
Okay,
All right.
I said $300.
I went a little higher than that. I said 400 again.
Heather Abraham is hot this spring. $250.
Whoa!
For that
Whoa!
one. Yeah. And that means
One,
the
two.
sampler wins.
The sample from, and that was from Mary Lynn.
Mary Lynn, yeah.
Way to go.
Well,
What a
congratulations,
cool piece.
because that is fantastic. All right.
Fantastic. A lot of fun.
Now,
Yep.
we're,
All right.
we're here to celebrate. Like, this is the way they end all the basketball stuff, right? You got your confetti, Dr. Lori?
Congratulations,
Woo,
Mary Lynn!
Mary Lynn!
I don't know.
We love that. It was fun. And now we have a
reason to
mess
celebrate.
clean up. All right. Thanks, Dr. Lori.
You're welcome. We had a lot of madness. Thanks for everybody for playing along. We'll see you next week.
See you next
All
week,
right.
Dr.
Happy
Lori.
Easter. Happy Passover.
Easter to you.
And remember, you can send your pictures in. You can email them to Dr. Lori at ptl@kdka.com. Maybe yours will be chosen for a future episode with Dr. Lori.